Hi, Steve Harrison here, and there's a special woman that I want you to meet. She's inspiring people around the globe. Rebeckah Wilhelmina, thanks for joining me.
Hi, Steve. It's great to be here.
Share a little bit about your story. I mean, you're really making a big difference for people.
Thank you, Steve. Well, I wrote my book. It's called I'm Just Rebeckah Wilhelmina, and I Found a Way Out. It's just Rebeckah Wilhelmina next door. And I'm also the CEO of my company, which I'm really passionate about, Healthy Curves Count. As curvy women, we all count.
And when you say you found a way out, what did you find a way out of?
I found my way out of obesity first. I lost 400 pounds. I used to be 589 pounds.
Wow. You lost 400 pounds. I don't think I've met anybody before who's lost so much weight. Anybody who loses 50 or 100 pounds, I'm in awe of. 400.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And so, of course, people wonder, how did you do that? Maybe it could help anybody lose weight. What was the key?
Oh, absolutely. So for me, 85% of it's mental. But what I needed to learn is to love myself in the now. I needed to love myself, Steve, at 589 pounds, and not any different than loving myself at 190.
And so this idea of loving yourself now, that's hard to do when you're not feeling good about your body.
I know, but that's the only way to succeed. That's the only way to really, really take a stand and take control of your journey. You own it, you claim it, it's yours, it's your life.
So tell us more about your story. About just, was there a certain low point or a turning point that where you just finally said, you know what, I'm going to lose this weight?
Yes, when I woke up one morning and I couldn't breathe, and I needed to wake up to get my children ready for school, and I realized, oh my gosh, I couldn't breathe. So I got out of bed, caught my breath, and then I started feeling really down. And I started thinking, you know, maybe I'm not worthy to live. Maybe I should just die. I'm fat, I'm ugly, and do I really belong here?
And what did you do?
Well, I decided to go to the doctor, and I told him I needed to go on a diet. You know, that's really hard to face, but I really let him know. And he goes, well, you know, you're 5'89", and for your height, you should be between 135 and 145. So here's a diet manual, and he handed me a beautiful, colorful pyramid, picture of food, and an exercise manual. And I thought to myself, how am I going to get to 5'89", to in between 135 and 145. I can't be like Drake, 0 to 100 real quick. So on my way home, I was feeling really, really bad, and I just said, you know what? I don't think I can ever do this. So I went through a drive-through restaurant and ordered 6 tacos, and then washed it down with a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi and a box of Ding Dongs for dessert.
So this, I think people can relate to this kind of self-sabotage, right? We set a New Year's resolution or something, and you know, even hours later, we're going through eating fast food, junk food. Why?
Absolutely. I feel that because my own personal experience is I didn't feel I was worthy. I didn't feel like I meant anything to anybody. And it's really sentimental to me.
So what do you say to somebody who realizes they're watching this and they feel really bad about their body or their finances or their relationship situation? What should they maybe start doing?
First thing I want you to do is I want you to love yourself right now. I want you to know that you do matter. No matter where you are, you can be bedridden, you can be on your couch at a high time low, but I want you to know that you matter. So I want you to love yourself right now. I don't want you to wait till you've lost 100 pounds or 400 pounds or even 40 pounds to really love yourself right now.
Okay, so now on one level that's easy to say, oh, love yourself now, right? I mean, but one thing I think is great about you is you actually have a way where you teach people specific things they can do. So, like, give us an example of what did you do, and what do you do now to love yourself now?
Well, before I actually had a name for it, now I call it the Healthy Curves Count Morning Affirmation. And what I do before I get out of bed, because we all know if we think negative thoughts, it's going to follow us throughout the day. So before I get out of bed, I close my eyes and I think about 3 beautiful things that I absolutely love. It could be a person, it could be a place, it could be whatever you want. Then I open my eyes and I think about what makes me feel great. What makes me feel great?
That's great.
Then I get out of bed, put both feet on the ground, and I tell myself, it's gonna be a great day. Then I wrap my hands and I give myself an amazing hug, and I tell myself, every body is a good body, and love yourself in the now.
Every body is a good body. So loving yourself, loving your body as you are now, giving yourself that hug.
So important, so important.
And it really puts some actions behind the whole concept. And look, your story is really proof that this works. This whole idea of loving yourself now. I know you're now. This is a transformational movement with Healthy Curves Count. Talk a little bit about just some of the work and the purpose behind Healthy Curves Count.
Yes, so I'm starting a transformational movement. Healthy Curves Count is really about all that. It involves retreats, motivational speaking, my book, and some products. But it's really helping women to define their own kind of beautiful. That's the bottom line, and loving themselves in the now.
That's awesome. Well, people can go to healthycurvescount.com. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to be here.